Hello, and welcome to the new feature summary for June 2020. We'll begin here by talking about new enhancements to the chat feature. Just to list a couple here, and then I'll go ahead and show you how they actually function. But the delivery of chats are now instant. There's no longer any delays in any of the scenarios. You also can view different staff members and see who is online, so who is logged into Counselor. You can start multi-person chats. Text messages can be, chat messages can be sent out as text messages as well, and then the recipient of that text message can reply back, and then the person who originally sent the chat message would receive that reply as a pop-up chat message. So you can maintain that conversation with one person being logged into Counselor and sending chat messages, and another person responding via their smartphone. Okay, those options that I just mentioned can be set up by going to My Profile and then going to the text messaging area. Now it's important to note that this feature is free of charge, so you do not have to be enrolled in the general texting feature where appointment confirmations, for example, or on-demand patient texting is enabled. This is a separate feature, so you just simply set this up and there's no charge involved. But let's have a look at that. So let's look over here and click on the user chat feature. As you'll notice, the look and feel of this is fairly different. You can see any previous chats that you've had or group chats that you've had. You can bring open a list of all current staff members and see, of course, this green circle will show you who is currently logged into Counselor. So you can go ahead and you can create a multi-person chat from there, right? Or you could simply just say, hey, I want to send a message off to Linda, right? We already had chat going there. I can now just send an additional message. Or in this case, I'll send one off to Kirsten, and I'll just send another not very creative test message there. Now I'm also logged in as Kirsten. You can see that it's now available. Of course, you can chat back and forth. So a lot of the feel is the same, but when you get into the feature itself, there's just a lot more flexibility available. Okay. Now let's jump back to the next option, next enhancement here. So referral types. Counselor's now created the ability for you to be able to link your physician list or create a custom list that's specific to individual referral types. Let's have a look at that. We'll close our chat feature here. We'll go to administration and then referral types. And this gives us the ability for, let's say, for example, referral physician ENT. We could then jump in there and say, okay, we want to set a specific type for this, and we want to link it to our physician list. So that way, when we pick physician referral, ENT, we then can see a list of referring physicians. Or in other instances, you may want a custom list, right? Let's give an example of that. Let's say that this is a patient referral, and then you have the ability to set up your own custom list, right? Here's just some sample ones we put in place there. Now, it's important to note that you're able to access kind of these additional features related to referral types when you are within the patient administration screen. So let's just jump into a patient here, and we'll be able to see is that in the referral type area, if I change this from radio, let's say to referral MD, okay, I can then choose this pop-up here, and it'll show me the list of available referring physicians, okay. Or if I had chosen the patient referral, of course, then it would show me the custom list. Okay, so very flexible as to how that is put in place, how that is utilized. Now, it's important to note that right now this feature is only available through the patient administration screen. We will be expanding this to make these features available through scheduling, for example, and then tracking as well as other parts of the system. So this is one kind of the first step in a larger process. We'll be enhancing the referral tracking. All right, so let's jump ahead now to the next option here. There's also now the ability to change the font. This is specifically for profession reports, patient reports, questionnaires, chart notes. You can set the font. There are 4 options. Now, it's important to note that 2 of the options, Arial and New Times Roman, support the International Phonetic Alphabet, IPA. So for those of you who wish to use that, it is now fully supported. We're happy to help you get your template set up accordingly. Now, to choose your font, you can do so, of course, on a case-by-case basis as you're working on a professional report or a patient report or chart notes. But you may also want to set this at a higher level, right? So this can be part of your default. So let's look here at the administration and then professional report options. You'll see now there is a font option. Pretty straightforward, right? And so you could potentially have different report layouts with different fonts. If there's just different purposes for it, or you may set just one across the board. We're always going to use Arial, we're always use Verdana, whatever it is that you wish. Okay. All right. There's now also the ability to add an email disclaimer statement. This is basically saying, hey, with all outgoing emails that are going out from Counselor on behalf of your clinic, you have the ability to add a custom disclaimer. So to do that, you simply just go into the administration section, edit a clinic, so click clinic list, edit a clinic, and there's an area under advanced settings tab for email messaging. Really simple, you can put your message in and then instantly any emails going out after that point will have that disclaimer statement. All right, another simple thing, Counselor added the last action for a device is now displayed within the device profile. So let's go ahead and have a look at that really quickly. If I jump into a device here, let's take Tom's device. Within the patient device profile screen, that action where the current status is displayed at the top, just a kind of a quick reference point. Now, of course, this information is also displayed within the devices tab, so we can see, for example, there that the device is out for repair. Just one more place that, once again, you're in working on this device, you can see the current status, or if it's delivered to patient, or if it's out for L&D order, whatever the case may be, you can see that very easily. Okay. So that concludes the list of feature enhancements that we have for this round. We want to thank you, of course, all for your wonderful ideas, your suggestions. Please keep them coming. Let us know if you have any questions about any of these enhancements. Just give us a call, email us, live chat us. We're always happy to help. And thank you for joining us for the new feature summary for June 2020.